What is hoppin' squad? Your boy Jesimein, and today I'm gonna tell you guys we got smacked by the raid. First things first. But anyways, I put up Marcos. It's on the side. I put up Marcos and them's run because they completed it. They are the first. They went through this, man, and I just nothing but GGs, bro. That team is just, bro. That's like they have like all stars on that team, and they went in. So GG to you guys. That's why I'm putting it up. So it's like my little shout out, my little respect, mad respect to you guys for completing it. And you guys did that thing. But today, we're talking about my console experience, right? Obviously, Wiz and them are on PC. They have PC benefits, as people would say, right? Obviously, even they stated it. We all know you're able to aim a lot better on PC, which doesn't take nothing from them. I don't care on PC or not. This raid is the hardest thing I've ever played. Regardless, there is no excuse, and I'm making no excuses for my runs. You guys saw. I posted a video yesterday. If you guys want to see our run on how close we got to beating this first boss, which is like the bane of console players. I don't know what it is about this boss necessarily, but on console, it's just something about him, bro. He's just ridiculously brawlic. He's just extremely irritating. He heals so fast, all this stuff. So on console, we just feel like we're getting wrecked by him, right? But let me tell you guys something. I do not want the devs to nerf this. But before some people say, what do you mean it's broken on console? It's impossible. That's why nobody's completed it. And this, I hear you. This is extremely hard. This is the hardest thing I've ever played in any gaming. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, period, bro. I've never had such difficulty with anything. I just haven't. But I don't want them to cater to the point where they make this raid where all of a sudden right now there's nobody on leaderboards, right? So if somebody hopped on there, bro, the respect, the honor, the like, damn, they must have went crazy. All that just goes down because all of a sudden, if they make a change to the raid on console, and all of a sudden you see all these teams automatically clearing and stuff, like, it's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna feel like how they design, which is the hardest content in the game, right? Okay. Let me tell you guys something. This boss is going to be your hardest challenge on console. I haven't even got to the part of the raid. I've seen it. I just feel there's a reason that this boss is holding every console player back. It's not, maybe, who knows, maybe whatever that's affecting console and making it hard doesn't apply to the other bosses. Maybe it's just this mechanic and having to be this accurate and the timing and all that. On console, it's just stressful. Now, granted, there are going to be issues where we're going to come across another boss that's probably going to wreck us even harder, especially because Marco and them got through this boss in like an hour, and then they got through the other boss. The final boss took them like all the raid time, like 3 hours, right? So maybe that boss is ultra unkillable on console. We don't know. But if they nerf it, bro, I'm not gonna be upset because either way, I mean, I can't stop what they do. I can only speak my opinion, and it's not like it's gonna ruin the whole game for me because the raid is just the raid is a privilege for me to have extra on top of what I already enjoy, right? So, putting that out there. I'm going to give you guys some advice, okay? I haven't beat it, so this is advice of a person who has not beat it, but this is advice of a person who played it for 9. I spent 9 hours just on this part. So, all of my game time has been strategizing, talking, whatever, having to hear arguments amongst my team, highs and lows and all that in between. Okay, with this boss, if you don't know the mechanics by now, it's basically keep down these things that you see Marco shooting. Then when his backpack is showing, you shoot his backpack, and after that, you just continuously beam him. Okay, boom, end of story. Now, the hard part about it is he's only down for like 2 seconds. That means your whole team has to be looking at him to put the damage on him, and before he gets up, and before he goes and destroys your other turret. Now, the biggest problem I have with this is while he's chasing, the NPCs are just lasering you. I don't know if it's different on PC, which I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense. I don't know if it's because they're able to laser down the NPCs faster. They don't have to worry about it. Or maybe they just better players and they just showed the level of eliteness you need to beat it, you know, or whatever it is. All I know is it's not easy, okay? People expected, you know, I mean, I get it. Some people are disappointed, like, just say, man, you know, you're one of the console voices. We expected you to just beat it day one, just like PC players. Hey, man, I honestly tried my absolute hardest. I don't regret anything. I don't deny anything. I tried my heart out, bro, for 9 hours. I didn't give up, bro. We died. I don't know how many times I died, bro. But remember, I spent the entirety of my day on this one mission. And now for the people who haven't seen what's past it, here you go. You can watch them. They're going to go through it. But for me, my advice to you is one, step your DPS up. Whatever DPS you think you're running, step it up. Go grind. Hit that, because you're gonna, on console, right? I mean, on PC, I don't know if you're at a good place or whatever, because I see a lot of people making it past the first part. I haven't seen anybody on console, so that's why I'm mostly speaking to the console audience. But even the PC audience, get your DPS up, get your damage to elites up. Make sure you have a team that is level-headed, because arguing amongst your team is not going to help. Yelling amongst your team is not going to help. Just going to frustrate you. One person gets frustrated, ends up frustrating somebody else who wasn't frustrated, and it just becomes bad. You don't want that, because all it takes is one person to mess up, and all your guys' experience is gone, right? One person misses a computer, one person doesn't shoot his heel or his chest plates, one person goes down. Like, there's just so many things that rely on individuals that you have to apply. Now, my method on how I'm going to beat this is just going to be pure dedication and trial and error until it happens. There's no secret way how to beat the raid. No, bro. The how to beat the raid is how to master the mechanics. That's it. Do you want the best advice? I'm going to give you a million view video that I could have made right now. How to beat the raid. Master the mechanics. Pay attention to the mechanics. Assign roles. Execute those roles. That's it. Your builds, there could be guides for what builds to run. Obviously, there's definitely optimal builds to run in the raid, as raid builds, if you may. But you would need 8 people on that, right? It doesn't matter if you have one ultra optimal raid build. You won't even make a difference. It has to be all of you guys. So having that in mind, talk to your team, really discuss what you guys are running, and who needs to cover what. Some people may need to play a more support role. Some people need to probably run tankiness just in case they're going straight objective. There's a lot of things that need to be taken into account. And I feel if you don't, you will have the frustration of the worst thing in the world. I spent 9 hours of my day. 9 hours I will never get back. 9 hours I could have spent playing basketball. 9 hours I could have spent making videos. 9 hours I could have spent eating. 9 hours I could have spent with my family. 9 hours period. You do not have to spend that long in the raid. I feel the raid will not be that long if you apply yourself in the right way. We only spent that long because we were trying to figure it out without looking at other streams and stuff. Obviously, I had no time. Obviously, we were trying to chase console world first. I already knew Marco and them were going to beat it. I mean, that is an elite squad, bro. And you got to give credit where credit's due. Regardless of how you guys feel about them, whatever, they did that, bro. And it's definitely an impressive feat. So, me knowing that, most people don't understand because they haven't tried. A lot of people still haven't even tried the raid for whatever reasons, right? They haven't had time, or they just don't have 8 people. When you try it, you will be humbled, and you will definitely respect the fact that they beat it, even on PC, right? Okay, but just putting that aside, it is what it is. I'm not a complainer, and I'm not a hater. I really give out credit. Like, for Christ's sakes, I'm showing this video right here saying go watch it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see their full raid run. But console is definitely, in my opinion, okay, granted I have not did the raid on PC, so I can't fully say this, but I would assume that it's harder on console just by aim reasons, right? If I had to make an excuse, if I said, well, this is obviously the best way, I would say the PC has an advantage is just headshots. But is that enough to make an excuse? No, because if you watch my last video, and I really recommend, if you're on console especially, watch my last video and we executed everything, bro. We were on par with communication. I mean, our communication was all over the place, but we still executed our jobs, and we got him low, bro. So because I got him low, something tells me if we just clean up a little edges, we'd be able to beat them, or beat Boomer. And then who knows for the rest of the raid. Like I said, that's just the first boss, so that's what scares us. But I don't think it's impossible. And if it's not impossible, it's going to be considered hard. And hard isn't impossible, so it's doable. And that's why I feel they should not nerf the raid. Yes, do I want to complete this raid? Of course I do. Yes, if they nerf it, will I still try to complete it and finish it? Of course I would. Would I rather is the question. Would I feel good about all of a sudden the leaderboards being chock full of teams